Hi, and thank you for joining my program. I know that if you put in the work, you're going to see the results. I look forward to working with you. I can't wait to hear some feedback on whether or not you enjoy these exercises. If you will, I'm going to give you just a little bit of instruction before we get started. Things to look for as we go through. Okay, when we do pushing exercises, be sure that your shoulder is over your wrist. So in a push-up position, you want to be lined up with wrist over shoulder. If we are doing a squat type motion, you need to be sure to line up with your knees over your second and third toe as you do the squat motion. Okay, so try not to allow your knees to go inward and don't go outward either. Okay, we want to try to line up those knees as best as we can during these exercises. So all of this being stated, we're going to do a quick little warm up, and after our warm up, we'll get right into the exercises. So first things first, a little bit of static stretching. You just want to pull your elbow in behind your head, and we're going to count to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Swap sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now we're going to lean over toward the left side just until we start feeling that stretch coming up through our lats and through the abdominal obliques. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we're going to go ahead and swap sides because I know we held it a little bit longer there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, now that we've got that done, we're going to get our heart warmed up. So we're actually just going to do some marching in place for about 1 minute. Next thing that we're going to do is actually a floor bridge, okay? So we will get down on the floor, lie with our back on it, our knees and toes lined up about shoulder width apart, and we'll keep our shoulders pressed to the ground as we gently raise up. Now, try not to let your back arch too much here. We don't want to press too far forward so that we create that arch. Just try to keep the front of your body in a nice, straight line. So here we go. We're going to go for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, and now all we're gonna do is just flip over onto our stomach. And we're gonna have our palms down towards the floor, chin resting on the ground, and we're gonna gently raise up our feet and our shoulders away from the mat as we turn our palms facing out and thumbs towards the ceiling. Okay, we're gonna go for 15, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, try to be smooth in the motion. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Great job. Okay. The next thing that we are going to tackle is going to be our single leg balance. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all of our weight on our left foot. We're going to line up where that our knees over toe, knees are over our second and third toe, just a slight bend, nothing, we don't want to go too far with it, just enough of a bend in there, headed towards our toes that, we're not putting too much pressure on our joint. And we're going to tap towards the front, okay? We're going to do this 20 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Be sure you're engaging your core, okay? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, great job. Now we're gonna swap and we're gonna balance on our right foot this time. Remember, ever so slight bend in our knee. And here we go. 1, engage that core. 2, 3, don't forget to breathe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now we're gonna go to our squat movement. Okay, so we'll get our exercise ball, get up against a stable wall, and you're going to want to just have, just in between your thoracic spine and the top of your butt, have that ball sitting there, and our feet, we won't hip width apart, and we are just going to keep them with our ankles underneath our knees, and we're going to squat for 20. So 1, 2, don't lean back into the ball so much as you are going to have just a slight bit of pressure there. The main thing we want to do is try to keep our posture so that our spine stays neutral. We're not, arching our back this way. We're not slumping forward. So engage your core And we're just going to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to get to where your thigh or your femur is parallel with the floor. 6, 7, squeeze the glutes. 8, 9, don't let your knees fall in. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, squeeze those glutes. 15, 16, keep those knees over toes. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Great job. The next exercise that we'll be doing is going to be our body weight good morning. So this is a hip hinge exercise. It works your posterior chain. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just keep a slight bend in your knees, and we're just going to hinge forward ever so slightly as we just bend our knees just a little bit, okay? So this is mainly a hinge exercise of the hip, okay? You know, act like you're going to pick up the keys that you just dropped as you got out of the car. These types of movements are stability movements that we use in everyday life. The problem is, as we age, these do not stay stable. We've got to work the muscles so that we keep that muscle stability throughout life. I'm going to say we're at 10, 11, 12, 13, squeeze your glutes. 14, you'll really start to feel it there in your glutes. 15, 16, 17, try not to arch your back, you don't want to round it, you don't want to arch it, you want to keep a nice neutral spine. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Fantastic. So the next exercise is going to be a push-up, okay? You can either do a standard push-up, or if you need to do from your knees, you can do that as well. We are going to go for 20. So our hands at a comfortable distance just outside of shoulder width apart. We're going to come up onto our feet if we're doing that, or to our knees. So the knee will look like this. 1, 2, 3. Keep your abdominals engaged. We don't want to see any arching down in the back, and we also don't want to see a protruding we don't want to protrude our head forward. Try to keep a nice neutral spine. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, 20. Fantastic. Okay, so the last exercise, we've got 2 more. So we're actually going to be doing a standing tube squat. So you'll need to get your exercise band, okay, and we're going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart. Try to get your tubing where it's equal elastic tension on both sides, and we'll come up to our shoulders with it. And what we're going to do is we're going to squat down. Remember, don't let your knees go in too far forward. Don't let that back arch. You need to go for 1, come down. 2, come down. Going for 20, 3, down. 4, watch those knees. Think about that back. 5, 6, engage your core. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Fantastic. Okay, last but not least, we're going to do a pulling exercise. So grab some small dumbbells if you have them. And essentially what you want to do is just hinge slightly at your hips, engage your core. You're going to let your arms hang down, okay? But try not to let your, posture slump forward. Keep your shoulders up and don't let your back arch. Remember, engage that core. And you're just gonna come up until your elbows are beside of your rib cage there. So here we go. 1, 2. I needed to lean forward a little more, I'm sorry. I started out a little too high, I was actually working my traps. So you actually need to hinge a little more at the hips so that we get that pulling action. So 1, 2, 3, 4, engage that core. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, keep those elbows pulled in. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great. You've made it through the majority of the workout. What we are going to do is a 90-second plank hold. So if you can start out, what we want to do is have our wrists over our shoulders, and we're going to hold in a plank position for 90 seconds if we're able. If you need to, you can always come down to your knees, but here we go. Ready? Be sure and engage that core. Don't let your hips dip down. We don't want to hurt our lower back. If you need to, be sure to go to your knees and keep that core tight. Also, if you can press into your shoulders a little bit, don't allow yourself to slump down in your shoulders either. Also, don't press your head forward. Keep a pretty neutral neck. Be sure to breathe. Okay, excellent job. Last but not least, we're going to do a quick cardio session. So If you will, grab a quick drink before we get started on that. We're going to do about 5 minutes of a little bit of light cardio. All right, so here we go. Ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and jumping jacks. Okay, now we're going to swap knee to elbow. And now we're just going to side to side swing our arms. Now we're going to act like we're dribbling a basketball as we alternate back and forth between one foot and the other. You can change arms as you wish. I don't know about you guys, but I was never very good at basketball. You can probably tell by the horrible rhythmic pattern that I have going right now. Alright, back to jumping jacks. And back to the arm swing. About 1 minute left. Then our cool down. Jog in place a little bit here. let's do quick cool down, okay? So we're gonna bring our arms out to a T. We're gonna come down and stretch to touch our right foot while we look up towards our right arm, and just breathe here for just a moment. And then back up, and then we're gonna come down to our left foot and look up towards our left hand. Once again, breathe through this. One thing you want to make sure to do, which I wasn't doing in the beginning, is keep your hips level. You may start to feel your arm pulling back if you're like me and you need to try to really get some tension out of some of those muscles. Okay, now we're just gonna hold towards the center, our hands on both feet. If you feel comfortable to lower just a little bit farther, you can. Just don't forget to breathe through this. Okay, and then we're going to bring our right arm up in behind our head again and pull towards the side. And then other side. Okay, and that concludes our workout for the day. You did it. You made it through this first workout. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. So go get your water, get yourself a little protein, and have a great day.